Jose Aldo, one of the greatest featherweights of all time, probably the greatest in terms of accolades, but number 2 in terms of skill for skill to Alexander Volkanovski. But regardless, one of the greats in UFC history right there, and WEC history. Jose Aldo was out there talking to Merab Dvalishvili after he lost a pretty good decision. I mean, he wasn't really throwing with too much intent, not really letting his hands loose. Ended up losing the fight by unanimous decision. After that fight, he went in Merab Dvalishvili's ear, and he said, well, I guess that's it for me. That was my last chance to make a run at the title and become the champion of the bantamweight division, and I failed. So I guess that is it for me, but we got some news right here. Jose Aldo unretires and will return at UFC 275 via his coach that he's been training for quite a while right now is saying he wants to fight on the Brazil pay-per-view at UFC 283, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, even if that's going to be his retirement fight over there in Brazil, if it's going to be a fight that can maybe get him one more crack at the title, either way, retirement fight in Brazil, coming off with a win over a Dominick Cruz, Frankie Edgar, or something like that, or maybe a good win to get him back in title contention. Either way, I like the sounds of it. I don't like to see legends lose their retirement fight, and I really just like to see them win. So maybe you put Dominick Cruz and Jose Aldo, and they both retire after that fight. Pretty close decision going either way. I would give the win to Jose Aldo. He's in Brazil. The crowd's gonna go crazy. It's gonna be an amazing fight. But what do y'all think? Jose versus Dominick Cruz, Jose versus Frankie Edgar. Who do you think he fights, and do you actually think he will actually fight at UFC 283 and continue on his quest for the bantamweight title? Put your thoughts down below. Zabits Magomedsharipov, in my opinion, a top 5 what if in UFC history. What if this guy had continued to fight in the featherweight division with Alexander Volkanovski in the same weight class? Would Zabit be the greatest featherweight in the world? Would Volkanovski not have that number 1 pound-for-pound title? What if Zabit Magomedsharipov had good cardio? I mean, there's so many what ifs. That is why he's in my top 5 of what ifs in UFC history right there. But we got some news. You can see in the little post right here I made on Bert_MMA on Instagram. Zabits might want to come back. The title right here says wants to come back, but if you look at it a little bit closer, Zabit Magomedsharipov is contemplating a return to the UFC octagon, and I quote, I want to come back whenever I see someone is fighting, whenever other guys in my training camp are having their training camps, getting ready for their own fights, but I don't know, I need some time to think about it. So if Zabit Magomedsharipov is serious, this is some crazy news. It's not a set in stone, yes, I'm going to come back. It's not a set in stone, no, I am not going to come back. We still have a chance. Zabit might come back because he's still training. He's still a training partner for many guys that are actually having fights that are coming up in the UFC, Bellator, and things like that. Like his brother, Kassan Magomedsharipov. So I would say there's about a 40% chance, 30% chance Zabit actually returns. It's going to be a tough call because I know he had some surgeries. I know he's been out for a long time. I don't know if I want him to come back. But if he does, and he goes out there and beats like a Yair Rodriguez, a Max Holloway, or something like that, this dude is probably one fight away from a title shot. What do y'all think about this? Zabit Magomedsharipov possibly making his return to the UFC octagon. It would be insane if he does so, but we shall see. Put your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you think he comes back? Who does he fight in his return? Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Arman, Tsarukyan, and Jalin Turner have been talking a little bit here. Arman, on August 26th, a few days ago, did say right here, since RDA turned down the fight with me, I expect to take his place in the rankings in next week's updates. If you don't want to defend your ranking, you should give up your spot. I can lead by example by defending against Jalin Turner because RDA declined to fight Arman Tsarukyan, but Jalin Turner rejects him, saying he is injured and that he will not be able to fight Arman Tsarukyan anytime soon because, he's injured, and says Damir Ismagulov should fight Arman Tsarukyan instead. So, is that a better fight? Who do you think wins, Arman Tsarukyan or Damir Ismagulov? Tabatha and Cheyanne Vlismas, Cheyanne Bays, is canceled. Cheyanne Vlismas did pull out for personal reasons via Headline Island on Instagram. Tabatha she's getting a new opponent in, of course, Jessica Penne. Should be a good fight. Winner gets a shot right back in the top 15. Most likely, in terms of Jessica Penne, it would be the first time for Ricci to get in that top 15. But who do you guys think wins this one in the strawweight division? UFC France Tuivasa versus Gon, that's the main event. Whitaker Vittori, the Chirico Kopylov, Makdessi Hakparas, Gomes Aarons, and Jourdain versus Woods. Wood is going to be on the main card with Imavov and Buckley on the prelims, not even the main prelim. I don't know why, but this is the lineup. Pause it if you want to look at it a little bit more, but this is the lineup for UFC France. As of right now, it may change. Bellator announcements: Vadim Nemkov, Corey Anderson, a rematch. The first fight, Corey was winning up until it got turned to a no contest. Now they're rematching, not for the $1 million, but it should be a good one. We got Patchy Mix, Magomedov, who's only really lost to Piotr Jan recently, as well as, I'm forgetting the other guy, Rafael Stas, Danny Sabatello, also on that card for the interim title. We got Patricky Pitbull and Usman Nurmagomedov as well. This is Khabib's cousin, as seen with the name Nurmagomedov. But put your predictions for these 4 fights down below. Alex Perez versus Amir Albazi, set for December 17th via Marcel Dorf. I think is a good fight. I think freaking Amir Albazi is going to win this fight fairly easily. I actually predicted if he won his fight with Francisco Figueiredo, they'd make this fight. I think he submits Alex Perez round 1 or round 2. Put your prediction down below. A lot of fight cancellations and things like that recently, but not a cancellation, but a cut from the UFC. Claudio Silva, Wu Yanan, or Yanan Wu, and the GOAT, Harry Hunsucker, all cut from the UFC. Put your thoughts down below. Henry Cejudo's coach said that Henry Cejudo will make his return to the octagon in 2023, and most likely aiming for a fight with Max Holloway. If not, then maybe a Yair Rodriguez or something like that. Number 1, they want Alexander Volkanovski, but I don't see that fight happening. Number 2 is obviously going to be Max Holloway. So who do you think he fights? And do you think he actually will live up to this promise here and return to the UFC? Last but not least, we got Darren Till arrested for a DUI about a month ago, pretty much a month ago, on July 31st in Stockholm, I believe Sweden or UK, something like that. I don't know, turning into Conor McGregor right there, but yeah, put your thoughts down below. That is it for today's MMA news. Darren Till getting a DUI over there in Europe. I mean, that's insane. Henry Cejudo returning in 2023. We got Alex Perez versus Amir Albazi right there. We got a lot of fights right here. If you want to pause them and look at those ones, those are some good Bellator fights. Tabatha Cheyanne Vlismas canceled. And now we got Penne versus Ricci. Got the lineup for UFC France. Jalin Turner rejecting the call out. We got Jose Aldo returning at UFC 283. And Zabits Magomedov return. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Comment anything. It helps with the algorithm. Check the link down below in the description for all of my bets for $3 a month. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.